Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. This is Zalendo on True TV 24 in conjunction with MTV, Mtambei TV. Now, today we are going to discuss about the president's new style of dressing. We have seen him wearing a very classy looking suit and this has caused a lot of ripples on social media. So as we do it, I invited a designer, somebody who is well known in the fashion industry. His name is Giovanni. Giovanni will be joining us shortly to discuss the president's new style. As you can see, I found it a very 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 nice kind of kaunda suit, as we call it. But the style seems to have rubbed the fashion industry in the wrong way. And there's been a lot of discussion on Twitter. There's been a lot of discussion on Facebook about the president's new style of dressing. This happened when he toured Central Province. Yeah, he was on a tour on Central Province, and I looked at his shoes. I looked at the combination of colors, and I liked it. I liked it, but to the in the design industry and the people who design clothes, they are saying something different in the president's way of dressing. As a leader, there is a way you should always project yourself. To me, it looked very casual and casually smart, I would say. But to some people, they were saying, oh, the president was dressing in this particular manner. The president should involve expert in this industry so that he portrays, leadership. Yeah, he should not invite amateurs to dress him, but to dig deep down into the president's wardrobe. I have invited a guest, a designer, somebody who has been in the industry for a very long time, has worked with renowned designers like Fundi Frank. Uh, he will be joining us shortly. I hope he's not stuck in traffic. So Ben will be joining us shortly to emphasize or to teach us more about how we should address or how the President of the Republic of Kenya should dress and who should be dressing the President of the Republic of Kenya. So in my show tonight, I have Ben. Ben, if you're ready, I hope you've come into the studio. Thank you very much. I can see you. In my show, I invited Ben to. Hey Ben, karibu sana mzee. Habari ya masiku.
It's been long.
It has been quite a while. It has been quite a while. We have not seen each other for a decade now. Yeah.
It's almost a decade.
Yeah. Me, I'm somewhere in Rusinga, enjoying the beautiful scenery of Nyanza. These are some of the beautiful places that you've never seen. So
I
you
know.
don't have to go to Mombasa. Right now we have a Mombasa in Nyanza. So we have got very spectacular scenes in Nyanza around Lake Victoria, and it's a full white sand beach, and very nice resorts in Nyanza. So apart from politics, we have got very nice places you can visit in Nyanza. So
Yeah.
take time and look around in Fangano Island. We have got also Ruma Park in Oma Bay. So things are happening. Anyway, welcome to the show, Mr. Ben. But
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
would like you to introduce yourself to the viewers. You know who you are, what you do. in the industry. Karibu sana ndugu yangu.
Asante. So first and foremost, my name is Ben Maina. But by my designer name, I'm called Giovanni. I don't know how to explain myself, but I just can say that it's been a long it's something about tumeanza kutoka mbali. My name and my company name, we go a long way.
Uh-huh.
There's
So,
something that is disturbing me. Can I just take 2 minutes? Just 2 minutes.
oh, you want to take a break for 2 minutes to
Just
the noise?
Yeah, there's a noise on the background. It is
Uh-huh.
disturbing even my concentration.
All right.
Someone can do it for me. Okay, I can go on. It's okay.
Okay, welcome back. I think we've sorted out the noise.
Yes. So
Yes. Mm-hmm.
What I'm saying is, I go a long way back. I started clothing, or may I say textile, a long way back, since 1994. It is a passion I've had since I was young. I think also partly it came from, I grew up seeing my mother doing the sewing with, you remember the manual sewing machine. Yeah. So
Yes.
when I came out of school, I just wanted to continue. So she took me back to do hospitality, but I still came back to clothing.
Ah, that is interesting. That is interesting. Ben,
Yeah.
I saw you raising some issue on the president's new style of dress, and I also on your page I saw renowned designers like Foodie Frank commenting on
Yes.
on the same. I would like you to tell us more about what really informed you guys to, come up and say, rais amevaa vibaya leo ama ameng'ara vibaya.
Okay. First and foremost, it didn't just happen out of a whim. It is something that I've been observing since he started changing, or let's say, like, everybody likes to have a signature look. His pursuance basically was persuaded by his desire to have a signature look. If you remember, our former president used to wear shirts, and then akaanza kuitwa mashati. You remember? So he wanted to be identified with a certain given understanding of how he dressed. It is easy, conceptually, it is easy to pinpoint that this is Ruto, this is Uhuru, this is Kaunda, this is Museveni. Most of the leaders world over, ever since Mao Zedong, have always looked and desired to have a signature look.
Lakini pu president alikuwa amepiga look bana. You guys are saying that hii suti si haijadesigniwa vipoa, vitu kama hizo. I mean, what's wrong with this suit? What is wrong with it?
Actually, there's no problem. There's basically no problem with the suit. The concept is just okay. The concept is okay. If that's what he wants, this is what I like. It's like when you want to drive a car. It, me, I know, like Nick, you're not a small guy. You're a huge guy. God gifted you with a big muscular body. So I don't expect you to be driving a Vitz. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So most people kind of start saying that hiyo gari ni ya bibi yake. You understand 1, 2, or 3 things. So there are certain elements of the design within that concept that is not okay. In particular,
Go ahead.
In particular, the patterning aspect of it, the fitting aspect of it. The material might be okay, the concept might be okay, but the general dynamics of the garment is not okay. That's what we are just saying.
Oh, the general
dynamics of the garment
are not okay.
Yeah. How will I put it? Like the first time I saw, I saw it is not well designed.
Mm-hmm.
There has to be some balance and asymmetry within the concept which you want to institute within a garment. You can't put it's like also the configuration of colors.
Mm-hmm.
So there is also the element of configuration of fabrics. Let me give you a good example.
Mm-hmm.
We have natural fabrics,
Mm-hmm.
and we have man-made fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
Cotton is a natural fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Wool is a natural fabric.
Mm-hmm.
We have man-made fabrics like polyester. We have viscose and the
Mm-hmm.
likes.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then we have fibers which are more resistant to weather than the others. In particular, when you talk about man-made fabrics, they are unless it is wool. Most of like cotton is not. It is a bit more. It's a bit less resistant to weather. Like you cannot put a garment. You cannot put a fabric of cotton together with polyester.
Mm-hmm.
Within time, the polyester will outlast the cotton. There's also the element of grammage. Every garment has its own dynamics of terms of grammage. Like you cannot do a fabric which is a heavier grammage for trouser and you wear it as a shirt. So I'm just talking about 101.
Wow. Okay. We are learning. We are learning from the expert. This is something that is so new to us,
Yes.
So you go on.
So we also do understand about the dynamics of fading and coloring and dyeing. So there is a process within each there's a process within which every garment, in particular man-made and natural fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
Natural fabrics are not fiber dyed, they are yarn dyed. Man-made fabrics are fiber dyed.
What do you mean by yarn dyed? When you say natural fabrics are yarn dyed, so what do you mean by that?
Okay, first and foremost, what you are wearing is a fabric. Now, first, what you are wearing is a garment. From the garment, there was a fabric. Before the fabric, before the fabric, there was a yarn.
Before the fabric, there was a yarn.
Yes, before the yarn, there was a fiber.
There was a fiber.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then before the fiber, there was the plant. It's either a plant or animal. All fabrics are either animal or plant oriented.
Wow.
You see, like linen, it's plant oriented.
Or linen.
Yes.
Polyester.
Wool is animal oriented.
Yes. Cotton.
Cotton is
farm.
Plant.
Yes. And what about polyester?
Polyester is man-made fabrics. These are byproducts of oil or plastic.
Oh, so these are byproducts of oil or plastic. Then why? So if our plastics can make fabric and make some good garments, then why do we really dispose them off? And why don't we encourage them to be recycled into materials so that you can be used in the clothing industry?
Ushaichoma nguo ya polyester? Have you ever tried to burn a polyester?
Umeniambia ushapitia karibu na moto kama umevaa polyester. You can melt. Unaweza enda kama candle. Eh?
You melt. You melt. So
Okay.
what I was trying, I know those are a bit more complicated matters. But what I was trying to say is there are certain elements before even a fabric is, before even a garment is made,
Mm-hmm.
that factors that should be there before even you decide to make a garment.
Mm.
And when you decide to make a garment,
Mm.
you cannot make a shirt fabric to
Mm.
make a kaunda or a suit.
Wow. Oh, this is interesting. Now, Ben, back to the story about the president's attire. This kaunda. What do you call that kind of attire in design? Is it a kaunda suit or is it is it a casual smart suit? What do you call that kind of suit that the president was wearing? And I think it was a very good. The concept is perfect. To me, the concept looked perfect. The suit looked perfect until you mentioned the sleeves. What is it about the sleeves and the design for that particular uh, dress, particular suit?
Can you be able to bring the picture for the viewers to be able to see?
Yeah, let me bring the picture. Let me bring the picture for viewers to see as an overlay. So as we continue, we are talking about the president's new look. Sisi tunasema amepiga luku. Mhm.
Now,
Now, yeah, this is it. What is the
yeah.
color? What is the color of this is this suit?
Now, before we go to the colors, because the colors also dictate a lot about your complexion of your complexion. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot just go anyhowly and choose any color.
Mm-hmm.
Your complexion, basically when I mean about complexion is uso yako iko aje, we ni mtu mdark, we ni mtu mumelo, we ni mtu muyellow. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they are, as designers, we design, we style you up, we advise you and we consult you before
Mm-hmm.
you go towards any choice of colors. Your stylist, one thing you'll have to understand about our president is his choice of stylist is a bit wanting,
Mm-hmm.
because the stylist has to identify the complexion of the president. Anything that you're wearing need to make sure that it brings the best out of you. You need to be sharp. There is a line in fashion that we usually say, the best designs make the best designs make
Mm-hmm.
the garment invisible. People don't see the garment, they remember the face, so they have to bring out the best out of you. People, have you ever been to somewhere and then papo kwa reception unauliza Mwangi ameenda wapi, and then everybody is like, who is Mwangi, who is Mwangi? But when you tell them ule jamaa amepita akiwa amevaa yellow, akiwa amevaa pin strip, you understand, and
Mm-hmm.
oh, huyo jamaa ameenda hivi, you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Your choice of garment has to make sure that you stand out. You
Mm-hmm.
you you stand out among the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you look at our president is not light;
Mm-hmm.
he is dark.
Mm-hmm.
He has a dark complexion. So when you give him a dullish,
Mm-hmm.
dullish outfits, what
Mm-hmm.
it does, it makes him more dull.
Oh, when it makes him more dull. When you
Yes,
give him a dull outlook, yani, he
yes,
needs to project his face, his
yes,
how he looks like. So you need to
yes.
wear he needs to wear more of bright colors, akae kama
No,
mkamba
no,
ama
no, no,
anafaa avae nini? Hebu
no.
tuambie.
Now, for a dark person, you don't do extremes.
Mhm.
You don't do extreme. You can go too dark and you can
Mhm.
do too bright.
Mhm.
Those are for the light people. The light people, they wear extreme colors, yellow, black.
So
But they
it is
cannot,
kama zile kala tunasema ni za Wakamba ama ni za sijui wa kabila gani?
Ushaona mtu mlight amevaa yellow vile anasimamanga?
Do they really look good?
They
stand out.
They stand out. First and foremost, whenever you see someone wearing yellow, you have to go look and mwangalie sura. It is intuitive. If you know.
By the way, can you imagine the president wearing yellow?
He cannot wear yellow. You know, but now those guys who are dark, they have a very limited choice of colors. Like me, I know you are dark, so you have a very limited choice of colors. The people who are, yes, the people who are aptly oriented are like the light guys. Mtu mlight anaweza vaa extremes zote, unaona, yellow, red, white akienda. Upande mwingine avae black, unaona, na bado akuwe tu wako sawa. What they cannot be able to wear is easy colors ziko hapa katikati. Now hizi colors za hapa katikati ndizo zinavaliangwa na mtu ambaye ako dark. Not too dull. Kwa kivaa tena dull sana anakuwa even more dull.
Hebu tuende kwa hii suti ya Orezo tuongejwe hii suti. Hii suti tumeanza na kala.
Choice ya kala it is, unaona mpaka sura yake ionekani kwa sababu sura na suti inafanana.
Oh,
you can see that.
Yeah. Naona sasa vizuri sura na suti inafanana.
So you cannot be able to distinguish between the face and the suit.
Wow. Very true. Very true.
Yeah, so your choice of garments need to bring the best out of you. People are able to see your outline correctly. Now let's go to first. Let's go to the fitting.
Yani vile ni nguo fitting, imemshika vizuri, imembana vizuri, eh? That's what you call fitting.
Fitting kwa nguo inamaanisha kukuvalisha.
Kukuvalisha.
Kukuvalisha. I'm fitting you, ni kukuvalisha. That's the term of fitting. Unajua it's a new terminology in the world. Sahi I want a fitting garment, but basically in terms of textiles inamaanishanga kukuvalisha mtu. So tuseme tunavalisha our president.
Yes.
Kitu ya kwanza, hiyo koti ni ndefu kuliko vile inatakikana ikue.
Oh, okay.
Urefu wa koti na urefu wa your upper garment, the upper torso, lazima ikuwe inafika between the hip line. Unaona, between the crotch. Si unaona ukifungua na zip, unaona zip mali inafikanga mwisho na hapa juu.
Oh, zip.
Unaona zip ya trouser. Where the trouser starts, where the zipper of the trouser starts, hapo kwa crotch, going up. Hapo katikati, hapo ndio koti inafaa ifike. Ikishuka ikuwe inafunika the crotch, that's an irregular cut.
Oh, that is an irregular cut.
Yes. Now hiyo sasa ni fitting. Ukiangalia katika shoulder zake,
kwa mabega, yani
shoulder, mabega zina droop. Shoulders zinafaa zikuwe zinafika immediately where the arm is starting.
Immediately where the arm is starting. Sasa hapo kwa nini?
Hapa kwa shoulder blade.
Point hapa shoulder blade,
shoulder blade mahali inafika mwisho ndio shoulder yake inafaa ikuwe imefika mwisho. You understand what I'm saying? Now look at the hip line. Unaona hizo mifuko mpaka ni kubwa, unaona?
Hizo mfuko ni kubwa. I thought that is the design of the clothes. Mfuko zikuwe kubwa.
No, hatujaenda kwanza kwa mifuko, yani size ya mifuko. Nasema hapa kwa hip lines. Unaona hapa between ya hips. Hapa chini ya tumbo. Unaona there is so much space. It's so baggy. So a friend of mine wrote like he was saying that anavaa vest. When you are wearing a vest is a part of you. So basically,
vest, for the sake of viewers, you know, you are not talking about a normal vest. Are you talking about a bulletproof vest, or what are you talking about? So when it's okay, so bulletproof inafika mpaka huko chini ama inakuaga tu hapa juu?
That's the other thing. The bulletproof basically it's made kufika mpaka hapa kwa navel.
Kwa navel hapo kwa maribs hapo chini kidogo.
Chini ya tumbo hapo kwa navel. Hiyo kitovu.
Hiyo kitovu, umbilical cord.
Just slightly like 2 inches or 3 inches hapo mpaka hapo. Because hapo ndio huwa kuna the meridians, hapo ndio huwa zinapatana. Na hapo ndio nini zote zimeshikana. So bullet ikakuja ikakuchapa hapo, inaweza pasua the line ya kidneys. So huwa inateremshwa mpaka hapo chini ya navel. Then kama iko, and then it is so fitting, huwa iko inakubana. So kuna vile unaweza sema ni jacket umevaa juu ya jacket. It becomes a part and parcel of your body. That's one. The second, the man was in the State House. So lazima kuwe na nguo zile ambazo anazivaa wakati ule ako indoor, when there is enough security. Alafu kuna zile ambazo anavaa wakati ule ako kuna occasion. So sasa huwezi sema alikuwa amevaa bulletproof. Kwa hiyo alikuwa anaenda kwa cabinet meeting.
No, Ben, this is a president on tour. Sahi hapo ako kwa compound yake ya Ikulu anatembea.
Yes. Yes. So and that's a maximum security.
Yeah, so it requires, yes, maximum security, because there have been people who are, because Sagana, the lodge was opened for the first time, everybody came in. Na watu wakakula mchele. That's also another topic of another day. Ikasema watu walikula mchele hapo sana katika hiyo sherehe. Now you are saying that the attire of the president should dictate the particular function that he's attending.
Yes.
And if he is within a safe area where he needs not to wear this, anafaa kukuwa casually smart or something like that. I agree with you absolutely. So we have moved to, we were at where? You fitting. Have the pockets. We are the fittings.
We are not yet at the position. Now we are still at the fitting. Now look at the arm.
The arm.
Yes, you can see we call it stress. In garments we call it stress. Every time when you are doing something and then there is a stress on your garments, it's called a stress. Kama sahi wakati nikavuta hii nguo, when you look at it, when I'm doing like this, there's no stress. But when you're doing like this and there is a stress, it means it was not properly designed for that kind of work. We have workwear garments, we have office wear, we have casual wear, we have all manner of wear. So in particular, in whatever you're doing, there is a garment for it. You don't expect someone wearing a suit to go gardening. Now, when you look at his arm, look, there is a lot of stress. You understand?
Oh, zimejikunja hivi.
Ukiangalia hivi, I flow
Oh yeah, I flow, si ndio nasema I flow.
Now the pattern maker, what he needed to have done is to make sure that even when movement yake, the kaunda is not an official wear, it's a semi-official wear. It means someone who is still working at the same time, someone who is still in office. We call it smart casuals. Yeah, so when he needs to have given him a proper allowance. We call it an allowance, so that he can be able to have a freedom of movement, slightly, not too much. It's because it's not a workwear garment. A workwear garment, you don't cut it like this. They are diagonals. So there is a trajectory within which you can cut a garment. So you can't cut it like a dust coat. You cut it like this, because every time huo mtu atakuwa anainua vitu akienda juu. You understand? But suit huwezi kata hivyo, kwa sababu mtu ameundwa kazi yake tu ni kuandika kwa kala. Yeah, so all those, ukiangalia hiyo mkono ijakatwa vile inatakikana. Now, let's go to the positioning. Positioning in particular of the buttons. The buttons are not properly positioned. Hapa chini, they only give a 3-inch space kutoka hapa kwa hem. Hem ni mali garment yako inafika mwisho.
We shika nguo yako, usishika screen, atuone shika hiyo nguo vile umevaa. Just show us with na hiyo nguo. Unaona ukisema button ni hii. Na kuona ya tuko atia.
Hapa chini, this is the hem.
Hapa chini.
Yes. Hapa ni hem. So 3 inches.
3 inches.
That should start with the button. But ukiangalia yake, it's almost like 6 inches, double.
Oh, imeanza huko juu.
And then angalia button ya mwisho iko wapi? Mahali mfuko inaanza.
Mahali mfuko inaanza, okay.
Yes.
So hiyo ni makosa.
Sijui nitafute nguo ni kuonyesha hata kama ni mfuko.
Tunaziona, we are seeing.
Ukiangalia ndio unaona wakati yule ana move, then the jacket goes like this, the side goes like this and this and this and this. First and foremost is because the coat ilikatwa ikikuwa ndefu. Ya pili, the positioning ya buttons is awkward. Now let's go to the pockets. Why I say the pockets. Now look at the positioning of the upper pockets.
They are the way below.
Yes. Do you know why they are called breast pockets? They are not called waist pockets.
They are called breast pockets.
They are called breast pockets.
Breast pockets.
Yes, they have. It is a standard. It is 7.5 from the shoulder. Unaona hii simu hapa kando hapa.
Hapa tuko hapo.
You una measure 7.5 mpaka hapa.
7.5 mpaka hapa.
Yes. Ukiangalia yake it's around 12 point something, I don't know.
Kama hii yangu unaona sasa iko mali sawa.
Sasa kama hiyo yako iko mali sawa, and then okay, kulingana pia na size ya mtu yako yezi kuwa 7.5 where you are an oversize. So yako it's around 8. But even the difference is only like a half an inch. You understand what I'm saying? Because unaona yako, si unajua itakuliwa na shoulder yako ni kubwa. So ikikuwa normal 7 itakuwa juu sana. So lazima iteremshwe kulingana pia na size. All this dynamic, all this nguo ni science.
Ai mazee, leo unatuelezea hiyo science bana. Si watu wengi, viewers, not so many people can understand the art of making a cloth better than
people are
Ben. So you are educating us. You are educating us, and And I hope so many people are learning that your local fundi might not be doing the right thing. So here is an experience where you should not miss. So tuendelee na hiyo nini hiyo
Now when
mfuko.
you, yes, ukiangalia hii mifuko ingine, when you look at the bottom pockets, they are not placed accordingly. They need to have a 3-inch from the bracket. This we call it a bracket.
Oh, hii ni bracket hii hapa hii.
Bracket. Yeah, 3-inch from the hem mpaka kwa mfuko. Na hii what you position here ndio una position pia kwa hizi zingine, but ukiangalia hii yake kuna moja iko ndani, ya chini iko towards this side, iko nje. And then the size of the pockets. So I don't know about the trouser, because now the trouser basically has also to go along with the like na desire za ule mtu anavaa. But we usually want to trend according to what is running properly in the fashion as of now. So nikiangalia nguo yake iko na turn up pale chini.
Yes, iko na turn up hapo chini eh?
Turn up ishapitwa na wakati. Ya pili, it's so baggy. Unaona? It's so baggy. It shouldn't be baggy. Trend ya sahi ni nguo inakatwa na isilalie kiatu, inafikanga tu mahali kiatu imefika pa,
inafika kwa inaitwa kwa ni wapi, kwa ile kitu ya kiatu inaitwa kwa lace, karibu pale una tie lace
inalala. There is no pickering, there is no packering, yani hakuna mahali inaanza kukua na layers. That is the trend as of now. So the person who styles the president in a smart, now his choice of garment, it goes way back wakati wa Mao Zedong. This is communist kind
communist
of
style of dressing. Yeah,
yes, it's Marxist. And the people who popularized this kind of wear is Mao Zedong, the communist countries, in particular Russia, Northern Korea, China. Even now, the guy from China, you know, he wears like this.
Yeah. I see him with very nice blue kaunda suits. Very good blue, sometimes black.
It has an authoritative kind of a posture. So I believe what he was trying to portray as him is to be able to bring out the best, to bring out his personality, because also what you dress brings out your personality. But unfortunately, the person he gave it to hakuitoa vile alikuwa nataka, because hizi nguo, the truth of the matter is they have a certain level of authority. You remember Kaunda did not do them like the way the Marxists do them.
Oh, Kaunda suit, the famous Kaunda suit.
This is not Kaunda. People are mistaking. This is not Kaunda.
What is it? Hii nguo inaitwa nini?
This is Marxist.
This is Marxist. Is there a clothing line inaitwa Marxist ama hiyo ni yako tu umecoin hapo?
Si yangu, nasema this is, I'm saying Marxist kind of leaders tended to wear like this, and
I saw even the late Jaramogi Odinga, the late Jaramogi used to wear things like that.
He was Russian, you remember?
Yeah.
Even Raila sometimes tries to wear something like this. It's not.
Yeah, even Raila wears something like this. Are they communists? These leaders are communists.
It's a communist. It's a communist origin.
No.
It has a communist vibration.
All right. Viewers, you've learned, you've heard that turn-ups zilipitwa na wakati. Nowadays, people don't wear turn-ups. Like today, I was laboring whether to put on a button-down shirt. I hate button-down shirt, but I had to put it on. I don't like button-down. And this is something that I don't like, but it was what was available in my wardrobe. So there are things that we are learning about the fashion industry and the trends in fashion. In this simple talk, we have learned that turn-ups zimepitwa na wakati. I'm also introducing button down. Button down, I hate it. I think pia hiyo ilipitwa na wakati. So let's go on, Mr. Ben, and tell us more about this wear. Or you have completed telling us about the president's coat. You are comfortable with the trouser?
That's what I'm saying. The trouser basically has nothing much to talk home about. First and foremost, it all depends on the preferability and the suitability of the wearer. But if you have to put fashion into consideration, what we are wearing these days, they are fitting trousers, because you also want, you know, the truth of the matter is he is our president. We would wish our president to be wearing something that is also apt according to the times. Fashionable, because when he's going out there, he's representing us Kenyans. And in particular, when people look at him, they see the designers back home. Sasa, tuongee tu kweli brother. Vile amevalishwa hivi na ule aliyemvalisha, ameenda US, wameona tu vile amevaa. Watu huko watauliza, kwani huko kwao hakuna designers?
Kuna kina Ben, lakini hiyo kazi hawezi pata. Kuna kina Ben, kuna kina fundi Frank pale, wale waliobobea, wale wazee wa fabric,
kuna Kikoromeo, kuna Rialto.
Wako
kuna Rialto. Wako. I don't think alitafuta watu ambao because people think that I'm just talking.
In a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give this designer ule amedesigning where president?
Makosa si ya designer.
No.
Makosa hapo nitakuwa nakosea nikifanya hivyo. Makosa si ya designer.
Makosa ni ya nani?
Kila mtu ana level yake. Umesikia vile mimi nimetoka. Mimi nilianza story ya kudesign back in 1994 nikitoka high school.
Hebu tupigie hiyo story kidogo, hiyo story yako vile uliingia kwa nini? Hiyo hujawahi niambia.
So back then in Mombasa, not only in Mombasa, there was a fad. Everybody wanted to wear kung'ara, yani, you know, so we used to call ourselves Wanyamwezi. So mimi nilikuja nikapata kina Fundi Frank. Fundi Frank walikuwa wako mbele wameng'ara. So I remember sisi pia tulikuwa na fundi, tulikuwa tunapelekea madesign zetu, anatutolea vile anataka. You remember the black trousers, the black jeans na black trousers zilikuwa zinavaliwa kama suti, and then zinapigwa na mistari za white, zingine za red. You remember those times?
Baadhi hizo zilikuwa kama uniform.
You know, so that's where we started. So tulikuwa tunanunua material ya kaki, tunaenda tunashonewa, tunaenda kwa club Mamba Village, tunaenda chocolate. Back then kulikuwa na vilabu zilikuwa zinaitwa Toys.
Unawea ma toys pale, unaka kama draft.
Tumebembea hapo, tumetulia. But back then we didn't have money, so we used to go tumeng'ara vipoa, and then someone anatuona tumeng'ara, tunaitwa, tunanunuliwa pombe. And that's basically how we started. So Fundi Frank back then was away mbele yetu, na in terms of alikuwa mbele kimiaka na mambo mengine.
Fundi Frank alianza hii industry akiwa Mombasa ama alianza wapi? Nairobi.
Tulianza sote Mombasa. So
mulianza zote coast pale.
Hapo Likoni. So I remember
do you know the funny thing about Mombasa? Mombasa is a very Mimi, this is a story that I've never told so many people. There's a time I was in Mombasa. I think your time too, where people kwa Mombasa tupingina tu kwa tunajuana. I was selling shoes pale Mwembe Tayari, and funnily the Coastarians in Mombasa, I didn't know that viatu zinatolewa pale kwa meli, zinawekwa hapo hapo Shimanzi docks. Kulikuwa na warehouse pale, majamaa wametoka Nairobi. There are very many warehouses there, wale wanafanya kamera, wanafanya reshuffle za viatu na nini. So mimi na ujuaji wangu nimetoka Nairobi, nimefika coast, napata hao ma coastalians ni mafala, they don't even know viatu zinatoka wapi. Najua pale viatu zinatoka. So I started hawking shoes in Mombasa. Hapo the first hawker wa viatu kwa barabara ilikuwa ni mimi. The first hawker wa kuuza viatu kali Mombasa pale Bamburi Cement Factory was me. And I used to make money. Hapo ndio wakagundua kumbe hizi vitu bwana zinakarabatiwa ndio zinaenda Nairobi, na hao wanachukua magari wanaenda Nairobi wanazinunua wanatozeka. Hawakujua hii meli inabeba bidhaa zinafika hapa Mombasa kwanza, alafu kuna watu wanazikagua ndio zinaenda Nairobi. So that's how I ended up in Mombasa. So Mombasa has got I've got a very good, interesting history about my upbringing. Yeah.
And particular like back then ndio wakati ule, you remember ile war ya 1992 ya Iraq so Mombasa ilianza kuwa na majonis wengi sana walikuwa
yes.
Yeah, so they used to come wanaacha manguo manini maviatu. So as kazi yetu sasa ni kutafutana na hizo viatu majumu tunang'ara, and that was our life. So yes, that was our life. So I remember tulifika mahali ikakuwa lazima to grow. You cannot grow in Mombasa. So ni Frank akaniambia there's a day there was some guys in Nairobi walikuwa featured kwa KBC. Back then there were no TVs, there was only KBC and KTN. So they were called Wakaba Creation. Walikuja wakaletwa kwa TV wameng'ara mng'aro zile sisi tulikuwa natengeneza. You know, sasa fundi Frank akaniambia siku moja akaniambia, umeona jamaa fulani hapo anajiita Wakaba? Wanang'ara mng'aro kama ya kwetu. Nikamwambia hata sisi wakati wetu itafi. So fundi he came early in Nairobi. Akakuja akatua South Sea. So hapo ndiye alianza kutengenezea kina Jua Kali, kina Nonini, kina nani maming'aro. Mimi nilipokuja Nairobi sikuingia kutengenezea wasanii. Mimi nilianza kutengeneza nguo. You remember ile miraba mitatu ya Adidas matracksuit. So mimi nilianza kutengenezea kina Sophie Kenye, nikitengenezea sana ma corporate. Me I used to go towards the corporate. So nikaanza kutengeneza pia nguo, nikitengeneza zikuwa tunapeleka pale Freemark. Na Limoda. Back then there were only like 2 exhibitions in Nairobi. Freemark na hiyo Limoda ili pale Imenti. So that's mimi nilienda, and then mimi nilienda towards direct market, fundi alienda kwa entertainment. So later sasa convergence yangu ikaenda towards corporate, yake ikaendelea towards entertainment. You understand? So baadaye I remember one of my friend alikuwa anaitwa Chris, akapatana na mimi nikinunua material. Akaniambia they are looking for someone who can be able to understand the concept of the Kenyan market in an EPZ, because they were translating from the local market, from the international market towards the local market. So that's where alinichukua naye akanipeleka kwa EPZ. So that's where I gained a lot of understanding when it comes to garments. Sasa we were doing for international market, hizo Marks and Spencer, Levi's, the Gucci's, ABCD, and then zingine sasa sisi tunatengeneza zile sasa tukijaribu kuingia kwa local content, local market.
Kwa hivyo yani wewe Ben, tuseme pale mtaani pale EPZ industrial area umetengeneza label ya Gucci ile inanunuliwa Marekani.
You know, most of these vitu tunaendanga kununua. I remember a friend of mine aliendanga South Africa, alafu mtoto wake akatafuta kijampa South Africa tu hapa, Joburg, akatafuta kijampa juu chini, alafu akaambia mamake, just buy for me this one. Nataka niende Kenya, niende ni shainie mabeste wangu. Mamake kwenda kuangalia lebo, alienda akapata it is made in Kenya. That's how much potential we have in Kenya. There is a vast understanding of, hata kama mzae Ruto angeshindwa kutengenezewa na watu ataki watu kama Giovanni ama Fundi Frank ama kina Rialto na wale wengine wamtengenezee nguo, angeenda tu EPZ aagize nguo zake zitengenezwe. They could have been made with an international standard. We have what it takes. Kenya has a lot of capital. I remember there was a day niliitwa na a very big hotel. It's a 7-star hotel in Tanzania. It's called Four Seasons. Do you know watengenezeni nguo uniform yao yote kutoka chini mpaka juu. They paid for me. They paid for me for freight ya kwenda na kurudi, kwenda kuangalia concept, nikarudi tena kutengeneza samples to and fro KQ, and then kufika Arusha ninakuwa chartered na flight, napelekwa mpaka huko ndani huko msituni nini
hoteli
kwa hoteli ndani, and then kutoka huko mpaka nikamaliza kazi zao. And I can tell you something, when I went there I have found almost 75% ya wale watu wanafanya kazi huko ni wa Kenya.
No, Kenyans are known in the hospitality industry. We are the best within East Africa. I think we are the best.
Mimi mwenyewe they outsourced a Kenyan kwenda kuwatengenezea uniform. Huko ni kumaanisha hata watu ambao wanaweza tengeneza vitu serious huko TZ hakuna. So that shows and tells you, I am not saying that it should be Giovanni or otherwise, but there are so many Kenyans ambao, huyu jamaa ambao ametengeneza hiyo nguo, si ati si mchezaji, but kiwango yake, kila mtu ana kiwango yake. Kuna kiwango ya kati, kuna goalkeeper. All of us are players. But when it comes to a certain, wakati ule coach anaangalianga anaona wamefungwa mabao mawili, aendagi kuchange keeper ama defender, si anatafuta striker.
Anatafuta striker matata.
Aende afunge akomboe hizo bao mbili.
Oh yeah.
So level ya huyo jamaa ni ya hiyo wakati. Within time he'll be able to mature na aweze kuelewa the dynamics of everything. Na ana watu wake ambao wanafaa kuwa na undia. But ikifika ni kwa president, that's a different level.
I saw you emphasizing that you couldn't, you didn't mince your words. The president is a national figure. The president ought to dress in a certain manner. The president needs to not dress ridiculously for people to come out and start commenting that, hey, huyu alivaa namna gani. The way you dress portrays who you are as a president of the Republic of Kenya. So whoever is dressing the president of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, kindly listen to this argument. It has been on social media. It is all over social media. And especially the comments from people in the industry, people who know more about fabrics, people who know about dressing codes, people who know about presentation. People like Ben here are out here. They give free advice, and that's why we appreciate social media. Without social media, some of these issues could not have come out. I believe in the next, if you watch the president in his next functions, his suits will be well made, well tailored, and possibly they'll call you and say, hey Ben, hebu kuja oka wewe utupatie hii knowledge uko nayo bwana. Hapa ndio
yangu kwanza ni Urezo akuwa amesimama, they usually say everything rises and falls with leadership. At the moment the leadership is mediocre, we will also tilt to mediocrity.
Yeah, you are right. I mean, we don't lack creative minds in Kenya. We don't lack ideas in Kenya. The ideas are out there. It's only that maybe they have never been given the platform to showcase their talent and to express their idea in whatever field, be it in engineering, be it in design, like you're doing right now. From this particular show, hey guys, viewers who are listening, who are watching, I can see a number of viewers watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment on this particular show. We want to bring more educative shows like this. Ben is not only a designer, um is also a business consultant. Did you? I think you mentioned that you are a
Yes,
business consultant. Maybe you
yes.
can tell us about your consultancy work, what you do out there that that people can learn from. You know, some people you want to do a business, you have the money, you don't know where to put your money. Are you the kind of person who will be telling people to invest on WorldCoin, or are you the kind of person who will be telling people to invest on Bitcoin? Or are you the kind of person who will tell people to invest in farming? So these are the kind of talks that we want. We don't want, most of the time, our country is so politicized. If you walk into any social platform, sometimes it gives me an headache. So we need to relax our mind, talk about things that really affect us, talk about things that bring humor. Like I told you, the background there you are seeing is in Rusinga, is in Rusinga in Mfangano Island. We have got very nice resorts that people don't know about. So we have to showcase our beauty at the same time we showcase our talent. And in this particular talk shows, please subscribe, like, and if you want to appear on this show, give me a shout. Tell us what you want to talk about. We'll give you a platform to educate more Kenyans. Ben, can you tell us what you do in the business industry?
Okay, first and foremost, myself, I do supplies. I'm still in the line of garments,
Mm-hmm.
that textiles. I supply to five-star hotels. That's my niche. Because I understood the need and the desire of the perfection and the good products. I used to do bespoke products, but I stopped. Basically, it's because very few Kenyans understand what it is to make a garment.
Mm-hmm.
Watu wengi bado wakati huo, the mentality has changed within time, but it is still, the stigma is still there. Wanasemanga ule ni fundi, ule ni fundi, ule ni fundi wa nguo. When you go outside our country, fundis are celebrated because imagine mtu ambaye anakufit kama sahi, bro, you are gifted with good body. Hata mtu anakufit nguo yako mzuri una feel.
Ebu hapo pale umesema you are gifted with good body, hapo umekosea kidogo, because kufika hapa ni rahisi, kutoka ndio ngumu.
But let me tell you something. Whenever you enter somewhere, wewe mlango yote inafungukanga, because every person ana believe hiyo mwili yezi kuwa inajengwa na mbao. Yeah, so and what I'm trying to say in my line of work, fundis are not appreciated. That's why nimesema sita bash huyo fundi ambaye alitengeneza hiyo nguo ya president. What I can say is it was upon the handlers to identify aptitude within everybody akona level yake. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Kila mtu ana level yake. Kuna mtu anachezea kwa goalkeeper, kuna huko mchezea kati, kuna midfield, ndio hiyo midfield, and then kuna strike and what have you. Kuna mahali inafika unakuta umecheza game sasa unafaa kuwa coach. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, so what I do is I conceptualize designs,
Mm.
I produce, and I deliver.
Mm.
I do fitting, I deliver to majorly most of the 5-star hotels here in Nairobi and within Mara.
Mm.
Yes.
Well, thank you for the good job
Apart,
that you're doing there.
okay, apart from that also, I do
Mm.
business consultancy.
Mm.
I consult people according to what they want to invest in.
Mm.
Kenyans has a habit of akishapata pesa anafikiria tu mi naenda kufungua matatu na huwezi mwambia anything. The moment kwanza unaenda kumconsult na kuangalia wewe uko na nini.
Mm.
God has not given us, God has not equipped us that way. Mmoja amepewa pesa, mwingine amepewa
Mwingine
akili,
amepewa
mwingine
akili.
amepewa mwingine amepewa mwili ya kubeba hiyo stone kuimake sure imekuwa nyumba.
Mm.
Wewe na pesa yako huwezi jenga hiyo nyumba. You understand what I'm saying? So the
Mm.
same way, Kenyans, that mentality they usually have, that mtu akipata pesa yeye anaweza jiambia anything. The first mistake they do is not to do research. Research is crucial in any enterprise. Understanding of what you want to do, and then the know-how and the know-how of how to implement that. And above all, you need also to have uh, your source of, you understanding the source of your raw materials. You need also to understand where you're going to get financing. Those are tentacles within the business.
Wow, 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 wow. Let me tell you, we have learned a lot. If you are in, if you are, if you are in, if you are given the job to fit the president of the Republic of Kenya, what would have you done right in this particular scenario? Bearing in mind that the president is a symbolic figure of the nation. And the way the president dresses really implies what he's trying to portray. Yeah, the president is trying to portray that he's in control, he's the one in power. How would you combine his colors when with his tone of, you know, with his his skin tone color with his clothing? How would you combine that? What would you make different from what we saw in the president's attire? Let me just bring it forth so that people can know what we're discussing about. What would you make different in this particular attire?
Okay, first and foremost, my work will be well cut out for me. First and foremost, there is enough brief. What the man is dressing is what we call power dressing.
Mm-hmm.
Power dressing is when you dictate your way of dressing. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
You don't walk according to the flow.
Mm.
You become the flow. You understand what I'm saying? It's where it's not the garments that make the person powerful. It's the person who imparts the clothing with power.
Mm.
So if you can understand his choice of clothing, it as I told you, it's coming from the Marxism era. These were dictatorial outfits. Whenever someone used to wear those kind of outfits, they used to be understood as total and as absolutes.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing that I'll do, because that is what he wants to outplay within the scope of and the scape of his reign, is I'll try to bring out the best out of his complexion,
Mm-hmm.
his choice of colors,
Mm-hmm.
the design work. Because
Mm-hmm.
when you look at that outfit, it's very plain. The pockets, we call them patch pockets, are just plain patch pockets. They are just normal patch pockets. So there is so much that you can be able to cheza nazo katika mifuko, utengeneze kitu mzuri, kitu inavutia. And then when you look, hebu leta hiyo picha karibu.
Nilete tena.
Yes, when you look at the panels,
that's all.
Look, ukizoom hizo panels, they are just plain, imekatwa hapa ikateremka na huku. So there is so much you can be able to do within the panels. The pattern unaongeza madoido, kitu labda ikuwe imekatwa hapa kidogo, ikuwe na line zingine, hii mfuko ikuwe hata ina hizo flap, ikuwe kuna flap king. Yani there is so much you can be able to cheza within that garment, not just do it them plain. Hii ametengeneza kama suti ile, unaona ile suti za watchman. Hizo pocket ni kama tu za watchman, zimepadikwa juu na juu, hakuna design work imewekwa hapa, hakuna effort imewekwa. You need, as a designer, you need to walk away from the norm. That's why you become a designer. You walk away from the norm. Ile kitu ambao kila mtu anaweza tengeneza, unakuwa ni kitu ingine, si kila mtu anaweza tengeneza. Na ni the event kila mtu anatengeneza, then you become also ordinary.
Wow.
So there's so much you can be able to do, because without taking away the concept, because the concept is his choice. That is his brief. However, there are times they give you and they tell you, oh, I want you to do a signature look for me. So this is his signature look. That's what he has decided to work with.
So from what I gather, Ben, if it was color, if it was from this conversation, he should have toned it down. He should have made this color lighter, a lighter shade of the same color, a lighter shade of the same color. So you should have a lighter shade of the same color, maybe a variety of lighter shades of 3, because this color you can get maybe the light shades of it maybe 4 or 3 times the light shades of that same color.
Let me give you a good preview. Let's start with the color green. Within color green, the most shouting color within green is, we call it luminous green.
Yeah, luminous.
Luminous green. You understand? No, let's start with the reflective green.
Yeah, that one that shines.
The reflective green is that we use for traffic, police, and ABCD. That green. Yeah. Now then we have the luminous green. After the luminous green, we get a darker shade. For you to be able to understand, let it call Safaricom green.
Army green.
No, Army green iko huku chini. Army green iko mbali. No. So after that utapata kuna olive green.
Wow.
Kutoka olive green, kutoka olive green zinateremka zikienda mpaka zifike huku jungle green. Within even just green, there is so much we can be able to identify certain green anaweza kuwa navaa. Like olive green can do very well on him because he's not shouting, it's not dull. Now let's go to orange. We have reflective orange. We have luminous orange. We have normal orange. Then we have burnt orange. Zikiteremuka hivi mpaka zifike huko karibu brown. You understand what I'm saying? So all these colors, there is so much you can be able kucheza hapo nazo katikati, na tumuletee vitu ambazo zitakuwa zina make sure ana stand out na ako unique na inamvutia sura yake na you know whenever you wear something that you feel good about, you're also confident, you know that.
Yeah. You stand out. You feel comfortable. You want people to notice what you're wearing.
Yes, yes.
You
Eh,
feel
You,
you are
it
the
makes
man.
you,
Hmm?
yes, it makes you to exude confidence. And
Yeah.
whenever you are confident what you're doing, like me, when I wake up in the morning, it's amazing. But before I sleep, I usually know what I'm going to wear tomorrow.
You have a good wardrobe.
No, 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 not necessarily that. And then at every given time, like for 6 months or 1 year, I decide on what kind of dressing I'll be wearing. Like for this year, I've been wearing just jumpers and jeans. This kind of jumper.
Hmm. Did you
Yeah.
design that or you bought that?
No, this I bought it. Now
Mm.
the others that I have designed, but
Mm.
you just called me like when it was impromptu.
Mhm.
There are
Wow.
times I decide that I will be wearing linen.
So that month is just for linen.
Yes, so for that month, I just wear linen. I can wear linen in the morning, no, linen today, linen tomorrow. So I change black, white, gray, moving towards that.
Hmm.
Designed, plain. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
but it depends on the occasion also. You cannot wear just linen on a day you are going to meet to have a very important business meeting. Yeah. So all these wares that you're talking about is
in my
it
line of
depends.
work,
Mm.
in my line of work, dressing is my part. For you, it might be different, but for me, when I wear linen, in particular, like when I'm doing a presentation.
You know what I'm thinking of about this year is to have a different kind of dressing. I'll be wearing the same shirt, same style, but I'll have many same color, but I'll have many of them. You understand? I
Yes, yes. Now
so so that so
yes,
that
no,
I have what do
that's
you
what we
call
call
that?
signature. That's what we call a signature look. Like everybody when he sees you,
He
anajua ule
knows
ni
that. Yeah, he knows that. Yeah, they'll be calling me with that look. If it is an
unakumbuka
American,
Jonjo. Do you
hmm?
remember Jonjo? You remember
Yeah,
Jonjo?
Jonjo with his striped
Pin strip.
suit.
And they were all of them were blue white with
Hmm.
blue with white pin strip, black with white pin strip. He never did any other color, either black or navy blue.
Hmm. And Jonjo. Oh my, that guy used to dress nicely, man. And people copied him a lot. People
Yes,
copied
yes.
Njonjo a lot. People copied his dressing style, and he, he passed on. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we call vintage look.
Hmm?
His mode of dressing is we call it vintage. It's
Vintage,
yeah, it's more Victorian.
more British or more what?
When we say Victorian we mean from the year the first queen of the first Queen Victoria.
Mm-hmm.
Like huyu tulikuwa naye alikuwa anaitwa Queen Victoria the second.
Oh yeah, Queen Victoria the
So
second. So,
there was the
mm-hmm,
Queen Victoria the first.
mm-hmm.
And the Queen Victoria the first, that's when there was a robust mode of dressing back. That's when there was a renaissance of dressing.
In the
So whenever
political,
someone
eh,
tells you that's a Victorian mode of dressing,
mm,
he's kind of telling you like that is when people started putting emphasis upon dressing.
wow. And there are some dignitaries in Kenya that dress very nicely. I like the way Ababu Namwamba combines his colors. He knows how to dress. What do you think about his style of dressing?
No, he's passable. The good thing about Mwamba is his body is he's been able to trim it to an acceptable limit within. You know, the other thing about dressing, Bwana Nick, it also boils down to your body. You can say that uko na kitambi kinatoshana huku mbele,
kama hii yangu
hauna. No, kunaona kama wewe advantage yako ni una kitambi lakini miguu uko nayo, so your body is symmetrical.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? Your body ni wewe iko symmetrical. Kichwa yako ni kubwa, mwili yako ni kubwa. You understand? But utapata kuna mtu mwili yake huku juu ni kubwa, but miguu hana. You understand? So like you to dress, hata ukivaa aje, you'll always look good because miguu yako ni kubwa, body upper torso yako inatoshana, it's equally proportional to your lower body. Now ukiangalia Babu, what he has is first and foremost, I think alisomea either Britain or somewhere, so hiyo so alilearn from kitambo. He just wears Babu wears modesty. Me, I won't tell someone who wears suits to be someone who wears spectacularly. I would love to see someone who goes out of the way, because suits are something which are normal. You can go to a shop and buy. You know, the choice of our president choosing to wear what he has chosen to wear, that calls for someone who has a different mindset.
I wanted us to look at Njonjo's style of dressing. This suit, nakumbuka, this guy used to, alikuwa anavaa suti kweli.
But unajua yake alikuwa anavaa.
And we were being told that hii suti za Njonjo zilikuwa zinatengenezwa huko Britain. He never used to do anything local. Alikuwa anazitoa in London.
Okay. There is what we call bespoke products. Kama sahii Nick nikiamua kukutengenezea tuseme suti, utoe pesa mzuri, if you are like you want to, you pay good premium for a good suit, it should take an average of like 2 weeks or 1 week at the very least. Nikiwa nimeipatia kazi yangu yote nikushughulikie. Outfit aishonangu vile huku tunashonanga masuti ati unaenda unapima mtu, unaenda unakatakata unampelekea. Ni first and foremost is what there is the fitting, akuja kupime, aende afanye tacking, aende afanye patterning, akishafanya patterning, then aende akate, akishakata nguo then anafanya what we call tacking. Tacking ni hiyo nguo ijashonwa, ijaguza mashini, inashikanishwa tu na mkono, and then anakuja anafanya follow up ya kuja kukufit. Kama kuna any adjustment inafanywa akiwa hapo na tacking. So nguo ikionekana imekufiti vizuri, that's when kama kuna any alteration, he goes back again to the pattern, ana adjust the pattern, anaongeza ama anatoa, then he goes back anakata material ingine. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, so kama ama president, awashoni yangu nguo vile sisi tunashonanga nguo, tunaenda kwa fundi anakupima, ati unamuuliza nikuje lini, ati kuja kesho kutwa ama kesho. Hapana. That's why I was wondering, ule mtu amefanyia President Ruto nini hiyo nguo alitengeneza aje? Because there is a protocol within which how to go about making for a VIP, and that is not just a mere VIP, that's a VVIP. You know, you tacking and then positioning kila kitu kabla nguo hata ijachomwa, ijaona mashini, ni vitambaa imewekelewa, inakuja na kufit kila kitu, utaona tu ina mauzi mingi. You understand what I'm saying? Inakuanga na mauzi mingi. Kama mkono ukikuja uvae nione mikono ni ndefu kulingana vile inatakikana, I adjust. Saa hiyo mpaka wakati ule nina make sure kila upande imesimama, because you want to pay a suit ile unalipa pale River Road ya 20,000 ama 10,000. you'll be paying in an average of 250,000. The essence is not about the fabric ile imetumiwa, but the process
ile imefanywa.
Yes, ile process umetumiwa, because huyo mtu ameacha kwenda kazi zingine, amekushughulikia tu wewe suti yako. You understand now the dynamics of production. That's why when you go to the, I know you've been to the US.
Yes.
And you've stayed there for quite some time. You understand how tailors and designers are celebrated, because it's not easy to do an outfit. Why Kenyans are always crying about food is it because they don't pay them good enough money.
Hawalipwi vizuri.
They don't pay. And now let me ask you something. You pay a fundi a certain amount of money and then una expect akutengenezee kitu mzuri na hajalipa nyumba. So kesho akiletewa kazi ingine atachukua kwanza, achukue ya mwingine, achukue ya mwingine, aconsolidate kwanza, alipe nyumba, and then nyinyi aanze kuwatengenezea pole pole.
Well, I think we come to the end of this particular show and we ended up in a very high note. Wale mafundi local. I remember my mother used to send me, alikuwa anatengenezewa hizi vitenge pale Eastleigh Market, and then akagraduate kuwa na I think ni Wazaire walikuwa wamekuja wanatengeneza manguo. Then there was some Luos in the city center who used to do very nice kitenges hapo around inaitwaje pale tulikuwa na ofisi pale juu pale hiyo area inaitwaje hiyo?
Biashara Street.
Yeah, not Biashara Street. This other street that when you're going towards Coast Bus, there's Accra Road hapo. There used to be a very good fundi Mjaluo alikuwa anatengeneza masuti na anatengeneza mavitenge ya mama mzuri sana. Then I remember the revolution of the industry when we were growing up. Unakumbuka viatu za Odiwuor, moccasins za Odiwuor. Odiwuor used to sell the best moccasins. Zile viatu tulikuwa tunatengenezewa when we were from high school. Huko unaenda na viatu za Bata. Odiwuor alikuwa anashona viatu pale Tomboya Street. Alikuwa anashona viatu, maybe that time you are in Mombasa. Odiwuor alikuwa niende alikuwa anashona moccasins. And moccasin for all over Kenya. So watu wanatoka Kisumu wanaenda hapo kwa Odiwuor anashona moccasin. That guy was a brand. In fact, those are the kind of people wale wangetafutwa if they are still alive. They would be revolutionizing the shoe industry. Wangekuwa na Bata.
On that note, let me say, when I came out of the EPZ, one thing I can tell you is about the late President Kibaki. I just want to add upon what you had just said about Odiwuor. If he had a proper investment put upon him. Now, Kibaki did a lot for us. We were able to open our own production units. He empowered us. We were able to get loans through the banks and ABCD. So if the government can be able to have a good platform, it can make a good platform for entrepreneurs, people who want to start. You understand what I'm saying? So, and then identify those people who are apt. At the same time, also be able to understand and put away the bureaucracies for us getting financing. The other thing is like the persons and other people who are doing like production and outfits for someone like the president. Tukaweka ukabila chini, tuweze kutafuta mtu ambaye anajulikana, mtu anajua kazi yake, and then kwa uwezi anza huko chini, lazima uanze huko juu, ndio wale wako chini wasome na wale ambao wako juu. Uwezi enda tu kuambia mtu nitafutie ule mtu ambaye unajua ni fundi mzuri, as the president. No, lazima ye mwenyewe akuwe na understanding that we need an experienced person to do this and that and the other. And then the same impetus pahali Kibaki alitufikisha, tutaweza kusonga, kwa sababu bila president kama Kibaki, let me tell you something, mpaka leo hii sekta ya nguo ingekuwa bado inadominatiwa na foreigners.
Wow. I remember Kibaki. Kibaki was a good planner, and he had a good working team around him. That is what made his legacy shine. As you just said, the president has also come up with the Al Salah Fund, which I think is being revamped. The other day, I was advertising that youths, and especially those in business like you, can form groups and all that, so that they can look, so that you can borrow money and increase your productivity. So youths out there who are in entrepreneurship, youths out there who are trying to venture into looking for something to do, and you've got an idea, get into groups, consult each other, see what you need. Yeah, see what you need. Be focused. You will be lucky that you have a president who is giving you money. In our days, there was nobody to give us any money. You'd hustle with the little 200 bob ama so tano ile uko nayo, unaenda unachukua nguo Kikomba, unaenda unauza. Saa hizi kuna serikali inajali maslahi yenyu, inawapatia pesa ya bure. Wengine wanakataa kulipa pesa mpaka serikali inawabembeleza, tafadhali rudisheni ile pesa yetu mlichukua. I saw people looking desperately asking for the money to be returned. Na watu wamehepa na pesa wajarudisha, ndio wengine wapate. But today I thank you very much once again. My guest has been Ben Giovanni Designs. He was telling us more about the design industry and where the design industry in Kenya is moving, where he started from, where he's going in his design venture, and the companies that he has been working for. So if you are out there, you have an hotel that you need your staff be dressed properly, you need rebranding in the near future, remember Giovanni Designs. Giovanni is a well-known designer. He's worked with Fundi Frank, and there are so many out there. So this is the particular show where you come, you emphasize to us what you do. And again, just apart from politics, we talk about fashion. Apart from fashion, we talk about sports. So stay tuned to True TV. Make sure you subscribe to True TV and Tembei at the same time. So when you subscribe, we'll have a potential of bringing more of these important interactions with our viewers out there. So if you've been watching us, if you've been listening to us, thank you very, very much for being part and parcel of this show. Otherwise, Mr. Ben, can you have your last one?
No, what I would just want to say is thank you for what you're doing. In particular, that reawakening is very important for Africa. We don't just need to be doing things the way we used to do them. If we can be able to be doing something different and also in a different way than the way we used to do it. So thank you. There's so much that you're educating. This is a platform for me. It's a platform for others who want to venture in what I do and where we are coming from. It's not been easy. You know, sometimes people see like, there are times I go and pick an LPO from my client and you find like someone who is giving me the LPO is things like I have like a godfather ambaye amenisukumia hiyo kazi, but it has taken a lot toll. It's a lot of toil, sweat and blood. God amenifanyia kazi mingi. It has been a long journey. Creating a brand is not easy. Just that name Giovanni, ukienda places without, I don't want to name names, but when you go to many establishment 5-star hotels, Giovanni, ukiuliza kama wanajua Giovanni utasikia ndio wanatengenezeanga uniform. It's kutengeneza hiyo brand has not been easy. It has taken a lot. It has taken the great hand of God. So above all, I give thanks to my God. I give thanks to my lovely wife, my family, my children, and I also thank you because I know you tumetoka naye mbali, mkini encourage with my fellow friends too, and I know you also umenikumbuka ukakumbuka. By the way, I have a platform this hebu nisikie Ben tunaweza changiana aje mawazo moja mbili tatu. So to the viewers ambao wangetaka kuwa wako na hiyo understanding, there is no magic. There has to be toil, there has to be sweat, hard work, persuasion, persistence, focus, oneness to purpose. And usijichanganye huku na huku, una follow tu njia moja. Now I'll be embarking on another journey as Giovanni. We are starting our own clothing line, which I believe within Kenya it's something that will be a new thing a new thing which has not been done before. When you look at our country, and in particular Nairobi, it's a virgin land. It's uncharted. The place is uncharted. Most of the products that you buy are either from China, zimetengenezwa en masse. So we are bringing something different, a concept which is within our boundaries. So I believe within time Nick ataweza tukue na hiyo platform ya hiyo, but before then najua tutakuwa pia na talk zingine moja mbili tatu on how to be able to build your own brand kutoka hapa kwenda pale, and that's the way forward. As he was saying, sometimes we don't need to be talking so much politics as itusaidii in as much yes, pia ni mzuri kuongea, but ikuwe politics zetu tunaongea 10%, the rest ya kutusaidia tunaongea 90%. So within time tutajua tutakuwa tuna na habari ya kuweza kuongea kuelemishana na kuweza kuonyesha that all things are possible. Above all, stay true to TTV.
All right, thank you for that keynote advice to youths out there. I mean, that is the most important advice that you can get from a real man or a real hustler who is trying to make it. Ben has not made it, just like many of us. We have not made it, but we are heading there. But respect the journey. Mahali tumetoka ndio mbali, lakini mahali tumefika ni karibu tu hapa tunaiona. But the most important thing that you need to remember in your journey is Mungu. Weka Mungu mbele. Otherwise, asanteni sana. Keep locked. Subscribe to the channel. And we hope to see you next time. Thank you very much. Asante sana, Ben, for making it a day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Asante.
Hi.